Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Martinez. What I'm about to share with you is beyond belief. A journey that took me to both heaven and hell during a near-death experience. This story will challenge everything you know about life and the afterlife. Stay with me until the end, because the message I brought back might be what you need to hear today. If this testimony resonates with you, make sure to subscribe and like this video to hear more life-changing stories. It all began on what seemed like a typical day in 2019. I was undergoing surgery, something routine and not considered risky, but life had other plans. During the procedure, complications arose, and I went into cardiac arrest. In that instant, I felt my spirit leave my body. I was no longer on the operating table. Instead, I was being pulled into a new realm, unlike anything I could have ever imagined. The first place I arrived was what I can only describe as a realm of indescribable peace and beauty. The light that surrounded me wasn't just bright, it was alive, and it felt like it knew me. It wasn't harsh or blinding, but instead comforting, like the warm embrace of a loved one. The air was filled with a soft hum, almost like music, but it was deeper, like the sound of pure joy. Every color was more vibrant than I had ever seen. More intense, as if everything there was living in a state of perpetual bliss. I was greeted by figures that I immediately recognized, even though I hadn't seen some of them in years. My grandmother, my childhood friend who passed away in high school, even a distant cousin who I had only met a handful of times. Yet I knew them, intimately. They didn't speak, but I could feel their love and acceptance wash over me. There was no need for words here, because communication was deeper than language. It was soul to soul. I felt completely whole, like I was finally where I belonged. This place wasn't just about love. It was about being one with everything around me. Every blade of grass, every gust of wind, it all seemed to sing with the same purpose, the same joy. There was no pain, no sorrow, only a sense of unity and boundless peace. I wanted to stay there forever. But just as I was starting to lose myself in the beauty and love of heaven, something changed. It was like the warmth and light were being sucked away, and I was being pulled downward into a place of complete despair. Suddenly, I was in a different place. The light was gone, replaced by an overwhelming darkness. But this darkness wasn't just an absence of light. It felt alive, oppressive, and heavy, like it was feeding on the fear and regret of those trapped there. It was cold, so cold that it cut through me like ice. The ground beneath me was barren, desolate, and filled with echoes of pain and sorrow. I saw souls there, people like you and me, but they weren't being tortured in the way we think of hell. No fire, no demons. Instead, they were trapped in their own regrets. I saw people reliving the moments in life when they had made terrible choices, moments of greed, of anger, of betrayal. Each soul was locked in a loop, repeating their worst mistakes over and over, with no way out. The torment wasn't physical, it was emotional and spiritual. The pain of knowing they had wasted their lives, that they had hurt others, and that it was too late to fix it. I heard the cries of people begging for forgiveness, for a second chance, but there was none to be given. It was as if their souls were frozen in that regret, unable to move forward, unable to escape. The worst part wasn't the darkness or the cold. It was the utter absence of love. In heaven, love had been everything. Here, it was completely gone, and the emptiness that left behind was suffocating. The souls in hell were not being punished by some external force. They were suffering from the choices they made in life. When I was pulled back to life, gasping for air on the operating table, I knew I had been given a second chance, a chance to bring back a message. Love is everything. Every moment of anger, every grudge we hold, every selfish decision pulls us closer to the darkness I saw. But every act of kindness, every time we forgive, every time we choose love, we create a little bit of heaven here on earth. My experience showed me that heaven and hell aren't just places we go after we die. They're states we create with the choices we make every day. My advice to you is simple. Live with purpose and love. Forgive often. Love deeply. Don't wait for the end of your life to realize what truly matters. If my story has touched your heart, don't leave without subscribing to this channel for more real-life testimonies and spiritual journeys. And don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. Let's choose love and light together, one step at a time.